Hey everyone, Peyton here, and today we'll be teaching you how we make our Dubia colonies at Lindwyrm Exotics. Stay tuned. So the first step in making our Dubia roach enclosure would have to be drilling some holes, as roaches need to breathe too. So I'll be using this drill with a 1.5-inch drill bit, and we're just gonna go ahead, like a row of 20. One hole done. And now that we're on the final hole, here we are. Let's finish this. And we're officially done with the drilling of the breathing holes. So we're going to use stainless steel screens here instead of fiberglass, so the inhabitants in here don't chew their way out. And we're just going to hot glue it here and cover the holes. So as we see here, we have the hot glue applied, and now we're just going to wait for it to dry so we can cut the edges. So for our next step, we're going to be putting the heating pad right on the side of the enclosure. We're just going to remove this cover right here and put this to the side, and then we're going to flip this around and put this right here. And what I've found personally is that the sticky stuff on the back of this has not been the most effective, as it's fallen off before. So we've decided to use this black Gorilla Tape. It is heat resistant and has not failed us before. So we're gonna take a piece of this and we are going to put it around the side of the heating mat. So we're in a general area, like right here. Alright, with that step done, we're on to the next step of putting two-sided Velcro onto the back of the thermostat and taping it all together. So we're going to get rid of the cover on this side, right here. It is quite hard to do sometimes. If I can get it off. There we go. And we're going to tape this onto the back of this. So we're going to make it even with the thermostat. Make it straight, and just like that, it is on. Now let's get onto the other side. With this now stuck together, we're just going to rip the tape off right here, the cover, and then we're just going to put it right on. And just like that, make sure it's secure, And it is mounted. Now with this all taped down, we're going to drill a hole and we're going to put the temperature probe right in it and apply. So let's do right here. So now that we have the probe inside, I'm just tightening this so there's no wire mess for these to get tangled. And I'm just going to put this into the middle of the heat pad. So in the middle of your heat pad, you're going to want to tape this right here. And I'm going to tape it to make sure it stays here. This is heat resistant tape as we discussed earlier. So we're going to make sure this is stuck, secure, and with that, the first piece of tape is done. Now we're going to move on to the next, just right here. All secure. I'm doing this one. Right here. And we're going to do one more towards this. The whole entrance, and with that, the probe is secure. So now we're on to the substrate of the Dubia roach enclosure. So we're going to start with some non-pesticide organic topsoil right here. So we're going to cut this open. We're going to be filling the entire thing with the soil. So we're gonna cut right here so we don't make a mess. You already see it pouring out. Cut all along here. And then we are just going to empty it out equally throughout. Actually, let's just do this. Boom. I'm gonna throw this to the side. Alright, and then for our next step, gloves of course. So we're gonna start evening out the soil. Just all across, even around. Make sure it's flat as possible, high max. And then we're going to be mixing in some lovely sand. So we're going to be spreading that evenly around. Alright, and then we're going to move on to this lovely cocoa bark. We're going to even this around. Alright, and then we have some sphagnum moss. So we're going to pull this, and we're going to put the sphagnum moss all around here. However, we are going to put some extra on this side because we want the extra humidity. So we're just going to cover this area. And so we're going to give this a quick spray down. Just make sure it really soaks into the sphagnum moss and the rest of the materials. And then we should be good to mix that bedding. So we're just going to give the hands around approach and just start mixing it real well, making sure everything gets in together. And we're going to give the humid side a quick spray down to make sure everything's set. And now we're on to the next step. So for our roach condos, we have these drink carriers, which you can get at, you know, any fast food place. So we're going to put these on sort of opposing sides so they sort of create like an equal thing. We're going to put these sideways so they don't reach too high, so the roaches can climb up towards the lid. We're going to do another right here. And then we're going to have two of these facing right over here, leaned against it, so it's not too high, of course. And just like that, the condos are done. Alright, now we have these amazing Magnolia leaves, bigger than my head, and we're going to put these around. They're 100% organic and pesticide free, which we got straight from our lawn. So we're going to just set a bunch of these about, just scatter them around. They're going to help the humidity. They will as well help with the isopods, with feeding them, and act as a shelter. And for our cleanup crew, we have some right here. We have some powdered blue, powdered orange, white dwarfs, and springtails. And we're just going to place this right here from stealing from our other Dubia roach colony. And we're going to put this one straight back in here so the population can grow back again. And now, we wait for the roaches. Now that we have all 5,000 Dubia roaches, we're going to be adding first some new blood to the old enclosure. So we're going to grab this, making sure none get out. And look how many that is. Crazy. Ah.
Give her a shake.
Now we're just gonna... Hard to be a little gentle here. Look how many insects that is. They're crazy. Make sure you don't shake too hard. And now we're going to release the majority. Let's get started. So many. Right. Pull this out. Look at all those. You can hear them just like scattering about. Flip this. Crawling on my hands. Alright.
Just leave it in there. Shake the bag out.
Yep. I'm going to leave this right in here. It's already climbing on my hand. I'm going to shake the bag out a little bit. Fascinating creatures. I don't know how we're gonna get all these out. And with that, that was Lindwyrm Exotics' take on the Bioactive Dubia roach enclosure. Thank you for watching. Hey everyone. Hi, it's